Good morning, it's Jeanette, and this is another video from my little blog of mine, Home Style. This one is going to be a part of a series, and this is going to be cutting with your router, making a decorative edge. This is a lot of fun. I love this part about the router. This is why I love it so much. This is my router right here, and these are some of the bits that you can cut, and I know these are very hard to see on video, but I will take pictures of them so you can see them a little bit closer, and also give you a website that you can go to actually kind of see what they might do. The website that I'll take you to will actually show the curves and how to make them, what they'll actually cut out. But these are unfortunately quite expensive, but pick out a few that you like and go from there. As you will see, the ones that I'm talking about today all have this little wheel up on the top or the bottom as you're going to cut, because you do use your router upside down, so these will cut this way. And these little wheels will turn. If you notice on these two, the blue one is a bigger wheel than this dark colored one. These are interchangeable. There's a little screw in there that you can open it up with an Allen wrench, and just stick it in there. There's going to be little washers in between there. You want to stack them out, lay them out, one right after the other, change your wheel size, then stack everything back in exactly as it was. And the reason that you might want to do that is if you notice this one's small, and again I'll show it better on a pictures down below. It's small, and it will help for this edge cut to actually cut a little bit deeper into your wood. If for some reason you did not want that profile in your wood, you would just add a bigger wheel, and it will keep this away from your wood a little bit. This is not the one that I used on this, but I'll try to show this to you. So what would happen is as you're cutting, this wheel will run right along the edge of your wood, and it just rolls right along as you're cutting. If that wheel was a little bit thicker, it would keep it away from the edge that it's actually cutting, and it will change the profile, actually sometimes quite a bit, according to your the bit that you're using. Now this particular, I did make a quick video of me actually cutting the wood, so you can actually see it in action. So you want to adjust your wheels first of all. Decide what type of wheel that you want on it. A lot of times you'll just keep the wheel that's on it when you bought the bit. Then when my particular router has a knob here that tightens, and it will loosen up, and what that does is that lets you move your bit up and down. Okay? One thing I do is I take my board, let me get the side I have not cut, I will lay it up on top, or at least a board that's that same thickness, and get down and eyeball that to see where is that going to cut on my wood. This particular one, this is not plugged in, by the way, but this particular one has a little edge on there. If I wanted that to cut into the wood, I would bring it up a little bit higher. If I maybe want this edge to cut in, I'll bring it down, just according to where I want to place it on my wood. So practice with that and play around with it. After you get it exactly where you want it, you'll want to make sure you lock your router down. And now you're ready to cut. You've clamped your board, which I don't have this one clamped right now. I'm not going to be cutting. You'll lay your board down. Put it down the way that I cut. That's something you need to think about. Are you cutting on the top edge of the board, or are you wanting the profile on the bottom edge? So you'll have to watch that. You'll get used to that as you go along. You do use it upside down from the way it was sitting. My particular router has, and most of them do, as for safety, because here's your on button. They want to make sure you don't turn it on by accident as you're trying to place it and everything. So I've got an extra button here, and I have to actually hold that button and then turn it on for it to come on. Another tip that you'll notice in the video as you're cutting, first of all, you do cut left to right. The blades are only on one side, so you cannot really back up and try to get any cuts. Also, with any kind of a power tool that you're using for cutting, you want to start your machine up and have it going completely in full power before you move it into your wood. So you'll notice too on the video, hopefully that will capture that well, I started it off the wood and got it going full power, then I moved into my wood where I want it to start cutting. Glide along as smooth as you can, and to be honest, I'm not that good at it, so I get some little nicks and little bumps and stuff, plus I'm not using fine wood. This is on just a piece of pine, and sometimes you'll get a little piece of pine that's got a little groove in it or something, or a little notch or something like that. Notches are harder to cut through, so you'll have to slow down when you do come to a notch in your wood, but it might leave a little odd place in your routering. And again, because I'm not doing fine furniture here, I kind of enjoy those. I like those, so that's fine if that happens. I don't mind. And then as you've completed your pass, then move away from your wood and then let your router go ahead and turn it off, and do not touch the bit till it cools down, because it will be very hot. Even after just this line cutting across this piece of board, it got hot, so you don't want to touch it till it cools down a bit. Putting these in, I didn't even talk about that. There is a wrench that will come with your router that fits, mine fits inside here, and there's a bolt, and you just kind of righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, make sure you get it in tight. I usually lay this on the side to tighten it up. After you get it tight, before you want to actually go, it's in lockdown. Well, no, it's not right now. It will be in lockdown. It will click and it will lock it down, so you can really get it good and tight. Then you keep it locked down until you're ready to cut. Then you got to make sure you unlock it, and mine actually has the lock and the unlock on the top, so I can tell right away whether it's locked or unlocked. Then once it's completely come to a stop, I do normally lock it back, just for safety reasons. And again, if I haven't locked it and I go to change my bit, I'll know right away because it's free spinning, so I know to lock that down. Anyway, I hope that helps you out. I'm going to work on trying to get that video that I made of actually cut into this. And this is just one more of the series. I'm going to do quite a few series of different types of cutting and quite a bit of different things about the router. Once I'm done with the router series, I'm going to put together a little project that you can download with step-by-step instructions to make something fun and cute, and all the information you will have gathered on your router you will be throughout the series. So anyway, hope everybody has a fantastic day, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.